Okay, guys, I'm gonna learn the perfect language English for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Start. The younger generation is fashion conscious. Higher education, the higher animal, the upper class. Suji, Su, Suji gave me a most wonderful gift. Roller coaster, roller, roll, roller coaster are most popular attractions. Rule number 9. Zen. Commit 100%. Relaxed. Coaster. Roller coaster. I chose the cheaper of the two new models. Regimen is superior to medicine Voltaire. Mm. My mother bought bought. My mother bought. My mother bought the more expensive of the two. Breathe by nose. I chose the cheapest of the three models by the nose. Which is the best of the two? I'm happiest when I'm planning a trip. This lake is deepest at this point. I'm I'm the happiest in the world. This is the deepest lake in Japan. Ja- Ja- Japan. Japan. The Sea of Japan. As S is B. S is as A as S is B. His son is as kind as he's brave. Make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. Albert Einstein. Einstein. I don't have the slightest idea. The wisest person sometimes makes mistakes. Even the wise, even the wisest person sometimes makes mistakes. Sometimes, sometimes, sometime, sometime. Please let me know as soon as possible. They tried to stop the war as soon as they could. Possible, possibilities. Possible, 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 if possible, if possible. As soon as earlier, as quickly as possible, fast, long, far, closely, often, accurately, accurate, accurately, read, accurately, accurately. Nah, bro. Then, Bakito. I do like Bakito. He worked as hard as any employee, employee. Employee, 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 employer. The band is as popular, popular as as ever. He's as brave as he is as brave a man as ever lived. Leadership is as important as ever before. So, as many as 5,000 thousand people took part in the campaign. I escaped the matrix. Thousand, thousand, thousand. No, bro. Zen, Bakito. Everything else is is an illusion. No, bro. Commit 100%. He's as brave a man as ever lived. Leadership as is as important as ever before. As many as 5,000 people took part in the campaign. Campaign can campaign campaigns. Campaigner. He is a peace campaigner. Campaigner. As much as the trip cost me as much as $1,000. Dollars. Dollars. Possibilities. Dollar. Dollars. Dollar. Dollar. Dollars. Dollar. Dollar. Dollars. Dollar. The dollar has stronger against the yen. 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 Possibilities. Yeah, bro. Zen. Yen. He had a yen to be a lawyer. Ren has lived in Tokyo for as long as 5 years. My brother goes to see movies as often as 10 times a month. We walk as far as the next bus stop. The family next door moved in as recently as last week. The church was built as early as the 11th century. 11th century. As much. Jack made 10 mistakes in as many lines. The living room is as large again as ours. Their living room is twice as large as ours. This book is as good as new. This knife is as good as uh, useless for cutting meat. He's not so much a singer as an actor. So and so and so there was a heavy rain, and so the river flooded. Flooded. Use Chinese characters. Bruv. He's not so much a singer as an actor. He is an actor rather than a singer. He is rather an actor than a singer. He is more an actor than a singer. He is the comedy is more silly than funny. I used to know things going on the night. Nothing there it is, I know. Silly, silliest, 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 is silliest. Silo, sealed, sealed up. He went out of the room without so much as saying goodbye. Saying goodbye. Mm. Goodbye. Saying goodbye. Possibilities. She couldn't so much as stand. Couldn't. It's getting hotter and hotter. Hotter and hotter. As busy as a bee. I get to escape the matrix. I get to escape the school. Brav. She couldn't even stand. As busy as a bee. As cold as ice. As cool as a cucumber. Cucumber. Burr. As pale as death. As clear as crystal. As white as snow. She looked as cool as a cucumber. Kirito looked cool as a cucumber. It's getting hotter and hotter. She's becoming more and more popular. More and more people are using the mobile devices in the world. Wow. Yeah, bro. Zen world. less and less. Following fashion is becoming less and less important to me. Yeah, that's true. The higher you go, the more beautiful the view becomes. You go high, the view becomes beautiful. The more famous he became, the more confident he became in himself. The more time you have, the more books you can read. The sooner, the better. The sooner, the better. The sooner it is, the better it will be. Yeah, speed, higher and higher, lower and lower, bigger and bigger, smaller and smaller, larger and larger, stronger and stronger, weaker and weaker, worse and worse, better and better. Things are getting worse and worse. Nah, things are getting better and better. The ticket, ticket, the ticket price is rising higher and higher. Bigger and stronger. We stay longer than necessary. Zoom. Necessary, necessary, necessaries. Up, be fat up if you can be right here. We stay longer than necessary. This morning I woke up earlier than usual. U- usual. Usual. This morning I woke up earlier than I usually do. I'd be fucked up if you can be right here. I do the same thing I would do the kid. Usual. Usually. Usual. Usually. Usually. Escape the matrix. Then. Necessary. Usual. Normal. I woke up earlier than I usually do. Usually. Usually do. Get to escape the matrix. I'm gonna escape the matrix. I'm gonna escape the school. Yeah. I need to study. I need to study all the harder for the next exam. Because we like him all the more because he has some folds. Some folds. I like Mike, nonetheless, for his folds. Nonetheless. Japanese food is delicious, and what's more, it is good for the health. I'd be fucked up if you can be right here. What is worse? Worse. Worse. Bad, ill, worst, worst. What is worse? Worse. What was worse? He knows better than to believe the rumor. He knows better than to believe the rumor. Believe the rumor. get to escape the Matrix. No, bro. Zen. He knows better than to believe the rumor. 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 No. Rumor. 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 No. Rumor. Rumor. Rumors. Rumors. At the fact that if you can be right here. He's wise enough not to believe the rumor. 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 It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. Mark Twain. Uh, impromptu. 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 Mm. Impromptu. Two. Tom has more than $10. $10. Tom has over $10. Less than. He has less than $20. He is he is under $20. $20. Dollars. 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 Tom has not more than $10. Tom has more than $10. Tom has not more than $10. Tom has at most $10. Tom doesn't have more than $10. Tom has not more than $10. Tom has not less than $10. Tom has less than $10. Tom has not less than $10. Tom has at least $10. Dollars. Check it out.
Dollar.
Dollar. Dollar. Dollar. Dollar. dollars, $10, dollars, $10, dollars, $10, dollars. What the fucking pronunciation? This is no more than $10. Dollars. No, dollars. $10. Tom has more than no more than $10. Not more than. It's only $10. Only. 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 If only. Tom has no less than $10. Tom has as much as $10. No fewer than. She speaks no fewer than 5 different languages. More than 10. Over 10. Not more than 10. At most 10. Not less than 10. At least 10. No more than 10. Only 10. No less than 10. As many as 10. Less than a. Less than a. Less than 10. Update that if you can be right here. Then. Pronunciation. Then. This is good, bruv. The computer is no bigger than the palm of my hand. He's no better than a criminal. Then. No better than, no as bad as, no worse than, as good as, no less than, as much as many as. Poor thinking is no better than no thinking. A bat is no more a bird than a rat is. Up the fuck up if you can be right there, right here. A bat is not a bird any more than a rat is. There's no more charming person in this office than that person. Sally is no less a good singer than her sister is. I can't. I can't. I can't. Can. Can't. I can't afford to buy a used car, much less a new one. More or less. Answer is more or less true. I've more or less finished the book. I'd be fucked up if you can be right. Thanks very much. There were at most 50 people in the concert hall at the most. At least at least 5 people were killed in the road accident. Accident at best. The game will end in a draw at best. At best. At the fuck up if you can be right here. At 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 about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. O'clock. 10 o'clock. O'clock. You stand there. Clock of the clock. It's 8:10 now. It's 8:10 now. The clock. It's 7 o'clock now. They said at 2 o'clock. She will lose her job at worst. I make the most of all that comes and the least of all that goes. Sarah Teasdale. At one's best. It was a tough match, but I wasn't at my best. Really? We must make the most of this chance. Oh, make the best of. We must make the best of this bad situation. This bad situation. For the most part, the sky in this area is for the most part overcast. Overcast. Wanted to be new family. Overcast. What did the mayor think of Harry's Harry's new project to build an amusement park? He liked it a lot. In fact, the more he heard about it, the more enthusiastic he got. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastically. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Enthusiast. Enthusiast. You ought to, you ought to, you ought to, you ought to know better than to go to such a dangerous place. Place. It's almost, it's, it's almost pronunciation. Almost. And aloe. Aloe. Aloft. 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 Aloha. 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 It's almost two o'clock, so we have only 10 more minutes at most. I'll be back up if you come in right here. Oh, okay. Almost, almost, almost. If I'm late, I will I will call you. If I were a bird, I would fly to you. Escape the matrix. Mmm. Was were. I'll be fucked up if you can be right here. Was 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 were 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 were. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. If I live near the sea, I could go swimming every day. Yeah, that's true. Sea, sea. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. If I live near the sea, I could go swimming every day. I don't live near the sea, so I can't go swimming every day. Subjunctive. I'm learning subjunctive mood.
Subjunctive.
Uh, subjunctive. Sub subjunctive. Junctive. I'm learning subjunctive mood. We could never learn to be brave and patient if there were only joy in the world. If there were only joy in the world. Helen Keller. Nah, bruv. If I were free, I could go with you. If I knew his phone number, if I knew her phone number, I'd call her. Would, could, might. If you tried harder, you might solve the problem. Should, should. I'm not free, so I can't go with you. If I was free, I could go with you. Nah. I don't know his phone number, so I don't call him. Sally would be pleased if she were here now. 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 At the fact up if you can be right here. Now. Now. They're gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna skip the Matrix. I'm gonna skip the school, bruv. Move. If I had been free, if I had been free, I could have gone with you. If I had known her phone number, I'd have called him. Zen, bruv. Had. Matrix. I wasn't free, so I couldn't go with you. I didn't know his phone number, so I didn't call him. If Cleopatra's nose had been shorter, the whole face of the wall would have been changed. Blaise Pascal. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching my video. See you next time.